So I held off getting a DSi for quite some time because, well, I already have a DS. Why would I need a handheld with a crappy little camera and no GBA port? Then I saw some of the games that were only released on the DSi, but that still wasn't enough for me to get one. And then, along came the DSi LL. Now, I don't have bad eyesight at all. In fact, I can see fairly well. But the bigger screen really is a plus for me since I actually like seeing the graphics that are on my games. I mean, that's one reason I never got the GBA Micro. The screen is way too small, and that's where the DSi LL comes in. Originally designed for older people who have poor eyesight, the 4.2-inch screen is an amazing increase and really shows off all the beautiful graphics. And for games that don't have such great graphics, well, it does show them too. And bigger screens does mean that the system is larger as a whole. It's actually not that much bigger than the original DS, known as the DS Fat. So if you're used to that system, if you're like me and haven't bothered to get a DS Lite, then you won't find too much of a difference. But the flatness of the handheld is pretty nice. It almost feels like I'm holding an old school controller. And even then, I find it more comfortable to hold than my regular DS Fat. And being an essentially larger DS Lite, it has a comfortable feel to it and still keeps the screens protected by closing all the way. The top of the system has a clear lacquered finish that is nice and feels kind of executive-ish. It also serves to protect the lens in the camera. The system colors are also a bit more on the mature side, where the regular DSi colors were more fun looking. Now, I got the wine red version, but there is also a natural white and a dark brown color to be had. An extra large touch pen is included and actually feels good in your hand. Nintendo has been releasing styluses, pen things. Anyways, they've been releasing them for quite some time. The pen that does fit into the DSi is a bit tighter of a fit so it won't fall out, which is nice, but it might be a problem for Granny or Papa. But that's what the bigger pen is for. And even though this pen does not fit into the console itself, it is a welcome addition for people who may have a hard time holding a small stylus or who may get cramps. Yeah, I'm a wuss. And it's always good when the battery life is extended for these consoles, which this one is. And as with all DSi's and DS's, the system is region free, which means that the Japanese games work in American systems and American games work in the Japanese systems. And even though I don't own any EU games, I know they work in both systems as well. It does also come with several preloaded applications for free, like 2 Brain Age games, Flipnote Studio, which is a simple but amazing animation program, and an internet browser that does work in the US. I also got 1,000 DSi points for free when I logged into the shopping channel when I bought the system, so that was a nice bonus. I got some interesting games that I'll be reviewing very soon. And yes, next time. Now, as with all the other DSi's, you can only download games from the system's native region. So you may want to hold off on a foreign DSi LL unless you understand the language. All in all, this is a great addition to the DSi series. The LL's larger screen, enhanced battery time, and larger stylus are all bonuses. So if you're under the mindset that smaller is better, then this may not be the handheld for you. But if you are an older gamer, having problems seeing smaller screens, or just like bigger screens like me, then this might be something to look forward to in your future. So thanks for watching, and join us next week on Mario's Pipeline.